Last night on ZBM Evening News, Kim Swan acknowledged that a consultant was brought in after the last election and recommended a secret plan. According to Mr. Marino, it was recommended that the United Bermuda Party split up and the younger members forming a new entity. It was then reported that the secret plan recommended that the old United Bermuda Party rejoin the new entity and form a new party. Sounds familiar? When asked whether this plan existed last night, Kim Swan simply answered, yes. The public needs to know exactly what is in the plan and what the OBA is hiding. For weeks, we've been asking what the OBA is really all about. The answer may be in this secret plan. It's time for the OBA to come clean. Who do they really stand for, and what are they really about? Is it really about the country or them getting power? Bermudians deserve to know the truth. That's why today we're calling on the OBA to release the secret plan.
Questions? We'll take any questions if you have any, please.
What you say is true, the day this all took place is over. We've moved on from there. What would knowing if that secret plan was true or not do to affect the election from a PLP perspective?
The transparency. The plan that exists, if the OBA is going to be transparent, they would release this plan, the secret plan.
But up till now, it's not been an issue.
Well, it's an issue now because it's been brought back to the front.
Is the PLP saying that advice given to the party by consultants should be open to the public?
The PLP is talking about a secret plan that was put together to form a new entity. And the transparency so that the Bermudian public can know what is actually going on within the OBA.
Well, my understanding is that the OBA, according to Mr. Swan and your own Mr. Ferbert, the former UBP leader, a consultant had advised the party as to how it should proceed given its public relations issues. And that's what Mr. Swan is probably referring to. So is that what the PLP is saying? If the OBA releases the advice that was given to them, will the PLP release advice given to your party by your consultants?
It's not a matter of advice given in that regard. It's a matter of transparency to this secret plan to deceive the people in the forming of the OBA.
My question to you, would you say that the OBA is that branch that they said there's break off and form a new party? Is this new part of the OBA? Is that part of the big plan, you think?
Definitely so, I would say yes.
In practical terms, though, why is this important? Because if every poll is telling us that the OBA has practically inherited the support from the whole UBP. In effect, it's the same thing, isn't it?
We're talking about the transparency of the OBA. They keep talking about transparency in these things, and they need to be transparent on this particular issue. This secret plan that has been derived and come out as a report.
But the PLP has a consultant, has people helping it with its campaign. No one on earth expects that information to be given to the public.
But we are not talking about a report to give advice on how to win elections. We're talking about the transparency and deceiving the voter into doing one thing and coming back to another.
I'm a bit baffled by the timing of this particular press conference. I realize that Mr. Swan raised it, imagine the question posed by Mr. Moreno. But Mr. Wayne Ferber raised the issue months ago, if I'm correct, when he crossed over to your party. He's now a minister of government. Surely he would have told the PLP exactly what was in that secret.
I don't know if Mr. Ferber saw the plan. I can't speak for Mr. Ferber.
He said he did. He said he knew. He was a leader of the UBP.
Okay. Well, did the press take it up?
It was reported. I'm asking you, why hasn't the PLP brought it up before? Since, you know,
We're just bringing this issue up as it stands because it's now in the forefront once again. And so we would just like for it to be brought up and cleared up and clarified
okay.
in the best interest of the voting public.
Are you suggesting they deceive the public?
Yes.
Explain that. Explain how you feel that way.
With the plan that as it exists, is that for them to break away in one entity and then to come back and reform as a different entity, and then come back to, for everyone to perceive that they are the OBA and it's new, it's fresh. But if you look at their members and their makeup, you can see that with this plan that it is still the same United Bermuda Party in an OBA dress.
And yet we can look at the OBA and we can see people who are in the OBA who would never in 100 years have belonged to the UBP and have said so.
Well, I can't answer for them, but I can say this, is that if the OBA releases this secret plan, then we will all see the truth.